Hello everyone! Welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, the very first one. I forgot to start recording, but we haven't started any dialogue yet. I haven't said anything yet. This is the first bit of dialogue, but yeah. So we're at the first trial. We're at Sayaka's trial, and we're gonna try and figure out who murdered her. So we're just gonna hop right into it because Taka wants us to. So yeah. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. Bruh, I was literally... I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are. Okay, I'm not. Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. Thank you, Taka. There, we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. Oh, it's not my crime! Bro! So they really are convinced I did it, but... he would not have done that. I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then who is the killer? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We got this. The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us? Yeah, it has to be. There's not like a ghost in the school or something, so...
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided.
Here we go.
I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Okay. Ah! I want to talk to Kyoko before we go. Does she have nothing to say? Let's get started. Okay. Should we just start? Byakuya, help us! Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready? Yeah. Okay. Do I just wait, Chihiro? What do you think?
I'm sorry.
Sorry. In the end, I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. Is this really how Sayaka would want us to figure out who killed her? My eyes skipped. Oops. Okay, you know what? I think we'll just go. I don't think there's any crazy special I didn't look around. I didn't look around for. Dang it. Maybe. Okay. Well, I'll get coins from the trials. It's okay. Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey.
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding the case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. Okay. Are you new to playing Danganronpa? Technically, yes. I've seen the anime for it. The animated version of it or other. Did not like it. So I already know who did it, but I don't know all the details of the trial. And I don't know, the mechanics yet or anything, so... Yeah. I'm technically new to it, yes. I've seen a playthrough of the second, and I'm working on a playthrough of the third because I caved. Watching, I guess. Because I caved and I was like, oh, I really want to watch the third playthrough, so yeah. I don't know how to do any of this myself, though, so yeah. This will be interesting. But hello, welcome to the stream. So happy you decided to tune in. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. Don't worry, you will. As I raised my voice and gave myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. Hello, Yaz! We are playing the first Danganronpa today. It's time for the first trial. I'm hyped. How are you doing, Yaz? Yes, how is everyone doing, by the way? Let me know how you're doing. I wonder if... Yeah, I already read that. Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close. It's total shit. Okay, sir. Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up! The trial is about Sayaka's death. So Sayaka Maizono, she was killed in my room. It wasn't me, but she was killed in my dorm room, in the bathroom. There was a knife stabbed through her, and we don't know who the killer is yet. Technically I do, but yeah, we're gonna figure it out. I don't know the details of the trial, so we did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. Whoa, okay, that sounds interesting. Yeah. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else. Which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. Ooh. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. You guys are standing. What do you mean set? And so, the curtain on our first case opened. Sorry, my eyes like to skip. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. Here we go! A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. Okay, everything's deadly. A deadly class trial. Well, yeah, bro. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm so nervous. Okay, let's see. Let's look at the truth bullets again. Okay, so we have the Monokuma file. Victim was Sayaka Maizono. The time of death was estimated around 1 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's dormitory. The death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death, IOS, was a stab wound to the abdomen. Her wrist appears to have been fractured. So her wrist being fractured is important. They wouldn't include that if it wasn't. The legs gotta hurt standing. Honestly, I've thought about that before. It's like, don't your legs hurt? Okay. So that's the Monokuma file. There was evidence of a struggle because there's slash marks all around, like on the floor and on the, what's it called, on the walls. And that had to have been made with a replica sword. We took this from the gym. Sayaka had suggested that we take it from the gym, like for self-defense, just in case something were to happen. Put it in his room. The sword was found out of its sheath on the floor in the middle of the room. The sword handle was missing some gold coating, as was a part of the blade. So someone was obviously grabbing at the blade, right? And someone was obviously, like, holding the sword. So there were... Okay, replica sword sheath, because there's some gold missing on the blade. That also could have fallen off from the struggle, but I'm guessing it had to be from handprints. So replica sword sheath. Makoto took this from the gym. Yeah, okay. The sheath was found out. So someone was obviously trying to use it to, like, in self-defense or to hurt someone else. It was also scratched with a sharp object. I'm gonna guess that's a knife. I see the Yatsumu glass painting. Yeah, I'm even wearing my Inarizaki High School Volleyball Club t-shirt right now. I've got the Karasuno jacket on. I'm in a mood today, man. So, because I read the manga last night before I went to bed. I love it. Yeah, I am repping the merch today. So if you were going to attack someone with a sword, you would almost certainly remove its sheath first. So let's see. Okay, I'm trying to like piece stuff together before we go in. So switching rooms, that had to be important too. So Sayaka and I switched rooms because I was the one who suggested it, but she didn't feel safe in her own room. So I was like, okay, let's switch rooms, because then if someone comes for you, they're gonna be coming for me, and that's probably like better. I know times get peanut up, bro. So Sayaka originally asked Makoto to switch with her. Oh, so it wasn't me that suggested it. Okay, the toolkit. Mondo said that no one had opened their toolkit yet. Like, the guys were talking about it, and they were saying that no one had opened the toolkit yet. So, someone who has an opened toolkit, that was important because the doorknob. So, before it, like, the door frame, it's messed up, and the only people who know about that are me and Sayaka. So, someone tried to take the doorknob off because they probably thought it was locked. Our nameplates were switched, so someone thought that they were going into Sayaka's room, I think. Kitchen knife set. One of the knives was missing, so that had to be the knife. The dying message was 11037, which is actually my password to my phone. Fun fact. Sayaka's wrist, her wrist was broken, and there's some blood on her finger, so she was writing that. The room cleanliness. Someone took a lint roller and cleaned up the room entirely, so there were no traces of hair. So they really didn't want anyone knowing. Aoi's account. The knife was missing, and they didn't, like, we're pretty sure Aoi didn't see us go into the, okay, yeah. Kitchen knife was missing when Aoi was still in the dining hall. Aoi swears that Makoto did not come into the dining hall. Okay, so someone would have had, so, like, she was in the dining hall, she went into the kitchen to get something, came back out, and then she went back in, and there was a knife missing. That was not when she was first there. So that's important. Trash duty. There's apparently a trash room within the school. It's blocked off by a sturdy gate that can be only opened with a trash key. The person who had the key was Hifumi, because he's on trash duty this week. The incinerator was on when we were in there, but Hifumi claims the last time he saw it, it was off. However, when Makoto checked after the incident, it was on. The distance from the gate to the incinerator is roughly 30 feet. A burnt shirt piece. So a piece of clothing was found next to the incinerator in the trash room. So it must have like fallen off when everything was being burnt. There's a noticeable blood stain on it. So someone was trying to hide the fact that they killed. I like your background. It's so cute. Oh, thank you so much. I got the like graphics and stuff off of Etsy. I believe in my about page I have more about it. Like it says graphics. But this stuff, like the pink, is all from Etsy. Really awesome artist made it. Okay, and then the shattered crystal ball. Shards of glass were found next to the incinerator in the trash room. As it turns out, the glass ball would have fit comfortably in a person's hand. Apparently, Yasuhiro left the ball in the laundry room on accident, so anyone could have come along and taken it. Okay. Norton, I don't care. Okay. Okay. So those are our truth bullets. Set skills. Cool and composed. Steadies your aim. Costs what? Oh no! Hangman's Gambit! I'm gonna be so bad at that! What else do we have? Melodious voice. Increases the... I didn't even know you could use skills. I'm so nervous. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective in the bullet time battle. I think I know what that is. Okay. Finish preparations. Okay. Ah! It says the thing! Okay.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment.
So damn it.
But if you pick the wrong one...
Wait, I have my lamp on. Why is my lamp on? Normally it's never on for this. There we go. Lighting is better now. Okay.
Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Yes, duh.
Of course.
Okay, then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Okay, Ultimate Welcome Face, calm down
Don't be
there.
a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Thank you, Bugle Boy.
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
Does anything need to be turned up? Is everything sounding good? Let me know. Try your best. Oh no, that's what I'm doing. Whew.
What's going on with those pictures?
Well, what do you think?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Okay, thanks.
Friendship penetrates?
Stop!
Okay, but
Thank you.
what about that other empty seat?
I love her voice.
There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
That's a good point.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for
I'm
the
screaming
preamble.
in my head.
Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the
So
class
nervous for this.
trial
Okay.
begin.
I can do this. I'm very capable. It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I notice, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. I want to cosplay him so bad. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop is a bait to okay. Yeah. Tell me more. As things progress during each I can't speak. During each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. This is what it means. What it means. I can't speak. Yeah, I need to cosplay him. I might put him on my cos plans because the only people I'd want to cosplay from this one would be like Kyoko and then him. I would cosplay Aoi, but I don't feel comfortable with the amount of cleavage she's showing. I probably could, just like don't do that part, but yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna use truth bullets to refute what they have to say. We already overlooked our truth bullets. We're prepping, that's good. Any relevant truth bullets you found during the investigation will be loaded into the truth cipher. I might cosplay Toko too. She's kind of cool. Use the mouse to aim, then fire with the left mouse button. Okay. Left mouse button. I always think that this is the right mouse button and this is the left one. Like, right and left. No. This one's right, this one's left. I don't know why. Okay. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note, if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during the argument, you can review the controls. Good, good, good. I will need to do that. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, here we go, spinning! I feel like I'm on one of those fair rides, you know? Okay. Oh, okay, do I lock it in? Okay, I locked it in.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already.
Okay.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom.
Indeed.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in
If
the
I like
bathroom.
shake it a little bit, then maybe
she
it...
didn't even have a chance to resist.
Okay. I did it! Break! Woo!
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
Indeed. Exactly.
Struggle? Between who and who?
Well, obviously Sayaka was one of them.
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
Hello? Hold on. Okay, sorry. My mom is talking to me about something. Okay. Sorry. Important information that my mom needed to have. Between seconds.
So you're
Okay.
saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Thank you, Byakuya. I love him. He hates me, but I love him.
Sorry.
It's okay. You don't have to apologize.
So what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Yes, because it is. Okay, we need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. It was obviously the kitchen knife. Okay, so we're gonna go to the missing knife in... Okay, yeah. Kitchen knife set. Okay.
So what was used to kill her?
Just gonna...
Some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife.
There we go. There we go!
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, no, that's wrong! Tell him, Makoto!
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Big brain boy.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder,
Yeah, Bugle
we
boy.
discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Exactly.
Means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Yeah, tell him!
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Sorta see? Yes, you could see, Bugle boy.
If you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay,
Yes.
so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us?
I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
No!
That's right.
That's wrong!
Makoto's room was the scene of the crime.
No, that's wrong!
What proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Tell him, Makoto! Thank you, Kyoko!
Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well,
thank you!
All we want. It's not gonna change that conclusion.
Bruh.
I don't think
No.
that's true at all.
Thank you.
I'm sure if we
I
keep
love
at
her.
it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
Yes. You dumb. She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find it. Yeah, because I know damn well I'm not the killer. Yeah, tell him! There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Yes. Absolutely. Tell me. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. Ooh. Concentration. While you're concentrated, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. Why am I gonna see every, debate that I have with anyone now just like this? Why am I gonna see it like that? But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Okay. Can't do. Well then, good luck and have fun. Ah! I love this spinning. I feel like I'm on a fair ride, bro. Okay, Awie's account. Couldn't have been me.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
Yeah, dummy.
But where does that get us?
Gets us very far.
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret. Nobody was in the dining hall.
Yeah. No, that's wrong. Get dunked on. I get so excited, bro. I get so excited. It's giving me everything.
Wait, hold on.
And I'm already hyped.
Didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Yeah. Tell him.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
But I'm not the killer.
What if I have a witness?
Go off, Makoto. Literally, Dangan and Ace Attorney have ruined my view of courtrooms. Yeah. I've only seen Danganronpa. I haven't done Ace Attorney yet, but literally same. Becomes a liar after playing Danganronpa. Imagine.
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
So funny, not even gonna lie. Yeah. Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. Honestly, okay, here's my question though. Why is she outside of her room during nighttime? Like, isn't the kitchen locked at nighttime? So how did she get in? And also, aren't we, not roaming the halls after 10? Just saying. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So, you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. Okay.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Tell
and
him.
At any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, no, you know so. I was about to say, be more confident, girl.
No, he definitely wasn't there.
Thank you.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Tell him!
Okay, then what about this?
About what?
If the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together.
No.
And lying to protect each other.
That's so mean of you.
Swimmer girl?
Yeah, what the heck?
Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Tell him.
I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words,
What if they
two
both
people
take
can
the
work
hands
together,
and stab?
but one of them
That's
has
my
no
question.
chance of profiting from
I
it?
know that's not the case here, but what if two people held onto a knife and both stabbed? What if two people held onto a gun and both pulled the trigger? Who's the blackened? Who's the blackened then? Tell me, Monokuma!
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Please, she's so cute.
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Thank you, Monokuma.
Did I say that out loud?
Oopsies.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay,
Yeah, tell
so
them.
then, who did take the knife? Hina seems the obvious candidate.
No.
After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
But,
No way!
yeah.
I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else
Bruh.
prove that?
I can.
Yeah, tell him,
That's right.
Sakura.
Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking
So
my
now we
tea.
have Sakura's account.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Duh.
Right.
Yeah,
But
dummy.
then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well,
Come on, tell him,
Spit
Aoi.
it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those
Besties.
creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
Yeah, go off! Because there wasn't an accomplice.
You
Go
stayed
off!
over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
Nope, you just have to stay in your dorm.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our same
Tell him,
room.
Chihiro.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl?
Sakura's a girl, you idiot!
It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
Tell him. Yeah,
You are?
get dunked on,
Oh
Taka.
my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because
Just forgot.
they're not here anymore.
Junko? It'd be either... Wait, it'd be Sayaka.
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Damn, okay. I definitely thought it was the killer. Okay,
I got it!
definitely Sayaka.
Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility.
Damn, okay. I forgot about that.
And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came
I
into
remember
the
now,
dining
but, like,
hall,
now
she
it's, like,
didn't even
pieced
look
together
at
in my
us.
brain.
She just went straight to the kitchen.
I would have said hi or something. Be
As
nice.
she left, she said she
Bruh.
just wanted a drink of water.
Where's she gonna hide a
Most
knife?
likely,
The
was a
person who
big
took
knife.
The knife was the victim
She's
herself.
kind of tiny.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case,
Big
you
brain
may not have
Byakuya.
taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
But it wasn't me!
See? He did
It wasn't
do it after all.
me! No, it was not me!
No, you're wrong.
Look at the Gordon Ramsay slap over here.
So, that's how you would twist the argument.
No, 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 no.
Wrong direction?
I love how they're not even
Possess
letting me
most
talk of it.
terrifying talent.
I don't have any talent, dummy! Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer,
Thank
wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery,
It's
you
the
simply can't declare that
cleaning.
he's the killer.
She's the one who talked about the cleaning.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Do you even know what that word means?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
The hair. Oh, Hangman's Gambit. Oh, 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 blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna be awful at this. I'm terrible at Hangman. Okay, as things advance further in the class trial, Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of it is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around, and the letters are already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Move the mouse to aim, left mouse button to shoot the desired letters. Shoot down the wrong letters, you will suffer damage in your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, you will run out of time and you'll fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. Something that should have been at the scene but wasn't. It's hair, right? Like there wasn't any trace of Okay. What letters are already? Is it hair? Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Now I understand.
Hello, bunny. Welcome. You're more than welcome to lurk.
Right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
Big brain.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Why would I be removing evidence if it's my room?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
But there wasn't anyone's hair anywhere.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
But we already know she's there. That's the thing. She's already in the room. Why would I need to, like, we know that she's in the room.
That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Thank you.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Yes.
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't
Look at
have
her.
done
She's
it.
like, oh, you see, I know. She's like that meme. She just doesn't have the finger to her head.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Oh, it's the they broke the thing. I know the thing. I know that it's yeah.
I got it!
Big brain.
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Indeed.
The doorknob? What doorknob?
Bruh.
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room?
Yes.
But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then.
Here we go.
Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will
Okay,
help you understand.
so we need to talk about the door frame, right? Bewildering act. I didn't notice it at first, but it's the key point here. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear it? Yes. From here on out, a number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important, because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you will fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine what weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. Whoa, we're spinning! I'm gonna go on that ride at the fair this year. People are gonna be like,
the incident took
why is
place
this
in
so fun
Makoto's
for
room.
you? Because it is.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
This is not.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
Yeah, so Sayaka's in the.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Is that it?
Because Sayaka had locked it.
Okay.
No, that's wrong.
Tell him, Makoto!
The reason reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Exactly.
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right.
Exactly!
Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yep, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student.
No, that's technically a
but
good
to have
thing, isn't
such
it?
a cruddy door. That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Yeah, dummy.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer
The
could easily
nameplates.
make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the door was actually, or that door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime, they didn't know was the crime took place in my room.
The killer must not have
nameplates.
realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
That's kind of the point,
And yet,
isn't it?
he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Yup.
Well, to be
Yup.
more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room,
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
Definite possibility. It's definitely a possibility.
So the killer would have to
Okay.
be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Yes.
Then Makoto couldn't have done
So
it.
it's any of you guys! Because only Sayaka and I knew. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Then who did do it?
Oh, well then raise your
I'm
hand.
sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Bruh.
But what happens
Just
if we
gives
can't
up.
decide on who we think
No.
did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Bruh.
Majority
No.
rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Let's go.
Oh, you.
Why are you so mean to her?
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well...
It's okay.
I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
That's a good question you raise.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I'm gonna do this because I need to like rest my arms somehow. Yay. Okay. Because my arm rests. It's a whole thing. Yes.
I don't think so.
But no.
That seems way too convenient.
Exactly.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
But the locks can't be picked,
Negative.
can they?
If you
Yeah.
remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way.
What does that
They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just...
I love Aoi's voice
let
actor. It
him
makes me
in.
so happy. I know. I actually really like her.
No, that can't be
I'm
it
surprised. I didn't think I would.
Oh,
She's
trying
annoying
to
in the anime,
argue
sadly.
against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know
We
his
haven't.
place.
No.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Bruh. She asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka would let someone in because... Oh no. Is that it? Let me look at the other things real quick. I think it has to be that.
I got it!
Okay, good. I thought he was gonna be like...
Because Sayaka was
for a little
already
longer. I was like,
scared,
oh no.
remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Exactly. Can just tell by the face there. Yep. Exactly. I'm like trying so hard to like not say anything. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open the door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
That's fair.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh?
You have a good point.
Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I mean, she did get
I
knife.
know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room, okay? Check the nameplates. Make sure you don't throw... Okay. Check the nameplates. Make sure you don't get them wrong, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil.
I knew there was something important about the notepad.
And these are the words that appear.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
Exactly.
When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty
Kind of sus
old-fashioned
of you to say
technique,
that, honey. Don't
but
say
even
that right now.
classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Which was Sayaka.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or
Sayaka
who switched rooms for
was
a single
Sayaka.
night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then that note, Sayaka wrote it?
but why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet
Why
with
didn't we
them in
check
secret.
everyone else's rooms? That's my
You
question.
got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation. What young man could resist?
I mean, he's honestly not wrong. I'm not a fan of him, but he's honestly not wrong.
I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note?
Well,
And
we should have
honestly,
checked people's
even if they
rooms.
did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
We literally wouldn't have to have this trial if we had checked
What
other
makes you
people's
say
rooms.
that? Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yeah.
Very well then. Pay attention.
What? Oh no. Oh. Okay. It's still doing that for us right now.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
I don't want to
But
shoot
in the
right
note,
away.
The place they were asked to come to, it specifically says my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying.
I'm gonna do that one.
No, it's wrong.
Big brain!
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
Yeah.
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves.
Go off, Kyoko. Tell
As a
him.
result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other. So switching the
not saying
nameplates
anything
would be
yet.
no problem.
Shush, Riley.
And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
No. Why would I do
Right.
that?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only person who knew we had switched was Sayaka.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms.
Tell him.
So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates and make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells
specified
the
the
reader to
nameplates. I
check
gotta
the
go, but I'll be back
nameplate.
later. Everyone say bye to Blushing Bleach. Thank you so much for stopping by. Much care to you. Yay. Specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate.
She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
Have fun at class.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
Quiet, Riley.
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight,
My brain's
right?
working.
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Brain go burr. The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's gold on it. Yeah.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword!
Tell him,
right there on
Taka.
her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
But we still need to know who did it. What happened in my room? What led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. It's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Yes. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Yeah. Starting with the truth debate, starting with the next debate, you'll be loading multiple truth bullets into your cylinder. Whew. But just like the weak spots, there's only one bullet that actually refutes the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullet with the right weak spots to refute each argument. Okay, let's talk about what we're looking for right now. Right now we need to figure out what happened, right? Yes, trial time! We just started getting more truth bullets like into the cylinder. So yeah, Taka spitting the obvious facts everyone knows is so funny. Yes. He's like, ah yes, I will make it even more apparent to you. You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the Q key to cycle through each bullet. Okay. You can use the mouse. Oh, I'll use that. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded. For purposes of time, the logic... Oh. Someone is trying to call me. No. Logic will be set to meme. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh no! Replica sword sheath, kitchen knife set, replica sword. Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
That's
Oh,
what
boy.
broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the
That's
culprit took that from her too.
no.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Okay. Can I okay, let's think. So we have the sword sheath and the sword and the kitchen knife set. So we need to say something about it being wrong. Okay. There's no exploration for how a certain part of the sword got damaged. The sword sheath.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. Sword-based sneak attack.
Maybe? Oh! Oh! Nice! Okay.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the
Because
sword.
it didn't. It was on the, there were scratches on the sword sheath, so that shows.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had
Yeah.
been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife?
No, that's
That
wrong.
was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead.
Bro, no.
Slow down and
We
explain
are
it
being
so I
slow.
get what the hell's going on?
Peep dummy.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who
Sayaka.
attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there
No, honey. No, honey.
Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
No, honey. She was the one who invited
So
them.
she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that
Oh,
makes
yeah,
this
yeah,
clear.
yeah. Her shirt. Sword part of her- Oh, no. If you wanted to use the sword, which part of your body would you have to palms? She would have stuff all over palms. She wouldn't have the chance to wash it off.
Palms, right?
Sorry, I keep forgetting to read when they don't speak.
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her
The
palm?
gold on it.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Tell him.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No!
No.
Why would you bring
that's not
looks
it at
into
all.
it? That's not the case at all, hun. There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens. Oh, the water's off. Yeah, because we saw the shower thing, and it was
According
like,
to
oh yeah, the water
Danganronpa,
turns off.
Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower.
Honey!
You're no different. You smell like a big fat
That's
ugly
rude.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
They're gonna need to. Yep, I was just thinking, would the killer have even had enough time to wash their hands? Because we know that a shirt with blood on it was found near the incinerator, so they obviously burned their clothes. But my question is, like, would the killer still have a little bit on their hands? Could they show palms and fingernails and be like, okay, there you go? They probably wouldn't even have to get that far.
Obviously.
Thank you.
So anyway,
Thank you,
Sayaka
Leon.
never touched the sword, and that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on, if that's right, and the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife.
It was Sayaka!
My God!
She was the one.
She had the kitchen knife?
Yeah, stop.
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first
Was
was...
Sayaka.
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
She was the one trying to
Brings up
kill.
Another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms.
Yes, she
correct?
was.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you.
Yup.
That is a possibility.
It is.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That sentence sounded so weird. I did
It
not
also
like it.
explained why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto.
It would, wouldn't it?
But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
Yes.
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one
But-
thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
He's like, I've been played.
She was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you
Facts.
more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Yes, of course she did.
Shit!
Yeah, Bugle Boy.
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to
Toko's
drop
my
the
fave.
knife.
Yeah. Toko's kind of fun.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
But it is!
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Bro, that's kind of mean.
Yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery.
Yeah.
If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Okay, is it really over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who the killer is, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Yes, there is, you dumb! You guys have not even talked about what happened at the incinerator. Okay.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
What? That was so easy. I should have.
Might be one clue left.
Personally, I don't know if I can
Sayaka's
change the
dying
difficulty,
message.
but I might see if I can, just because I do know what happens. The next one I don't remember, but I do know what happens for most of these, and so I should probably change the difficulty.
Dining. Wait, what did you say?
Yep.
Dying message.
Dying.
She wrote something on the wall behind her.
I'll say it
Remember?
louder for you.
11037. Written in her own blood.
Well,
Oh, I
before we
clicked
get
it too fast.
far into that, I need to ask.
What's up?
Can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote
Yes,
it?
she had blood on her finger. No question. I love his. Yeah, left index finger because she wrote it in her own blood. Oh, imagine having
The
to
left
do.
index
Ooh,
finger had blood on it.
the best number. Yeah, it's my phone password.
That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
Big brain, big
I
brain.
see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure.
Kinda
I
like
think we can all agree.
see
it's
how
like
she
a
wrote
little.
it. I guess if it makes any sense.
What the heck
Oh,
do those
oops.
numbers mean?
If
One,
I'm
one,
sitting
zero,
here and I have to
7?
write it. Yeah, okay.
Hey, Chihiro. You're a
Makes
computer
sense.
nerd or whatever, right?
She
You should
can't-
know all about numbers and shit.
I would be like writing it. Yeah.
No, that's
okay,
not.
Riley, don't give
Yes,
it away.
I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Tell him.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh!
I'm like writing it. I'm like, if I were to write it, I would have to. I would do like.
What?
I can't stop it, Riley.
No, it's just look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't
You're
these
being
first
useful.
two, 1 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
There you go.
right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa.
Good, you
You might have
go.
finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
What the heck is that?
Even
It's
if that
supposed to
really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
be- But think about the position she. Damn it! It's no use. I just don't know. Well, yeah, but guess what? I do. I got you. It's okay,
Rotate
homie.
the image 180 degrees.
There you go. It's the way that she's sitting. Rotate it. I think maybe I see something. I do.
Now I see.
Her handwriting's
She
interesting
wrote
though.
down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
That's kind of the point. Why? Of course she
Whose
would do
name
that.
did she write?
If she had enough time, you turn her message 180 degrees, it could become crystal clear. Oh, I know. It's dunked on!
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the
Yeah,
writing
his name's
180
Leon.
degrees.
Leon.
If you turn the message around,
So I'm thinking like, okay, if I'm sitting there and I am looking like this, would it make sense to write it? Kind of. It kind of makes sense.
it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately,
Leon! Yeah, you're so guilty. Look at that face.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
No, it's not.
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
Bruh. Yeah, cause she's like, oh yeah, let me just draw. She's dead. She's like, time to draw. Bye. Why would she do that? Like,
No.
this is not
it's
coloring
not random at
time.
all. She wrote
Dude, I was
that
like, what
message
the
on
fuck?
wall
You
behind
so
her
say
as
up.
she
Yeah.
was leaning up against it.
Oh, she's leaning up against it. Oh! It would make sense. She had to hide it, duh. Come on, right?
In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down as it
She
were.
couldn't see.
And
Oh.
as a result,
Oh. It does. Oh, I'm like writing it out right here.
When you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
Let me writing my name.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch.
But it's not.
I'm the killer? You can't just
Yeah.
go and say shit like
Get
that.
dunked on.
If you're not the killer,
It's not.
then
No, that's
why did
wrong.
you try
It's
to
get
destroy
dunked
the
on.
evidence?
Huh?
Get dunked on.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Incinerator. That's the thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, right? Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. I know exactly what. Would that be it, actually? Yeah.
I got it!
I couldn't remember which one it was.
Shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
Not just walk in there with like a bloody stained shirt.
And got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
Yeah, nerd. He's like,
But is one
I've been
scrap
found out.
of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
We have more evidence. Get dunked on.
I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
You're wearing a white button-up, honey.
That's
Not me
right.
calling
There
everyone
are
honey.
plenty of
Stop
other
it,
people
Riley.
here
That's
with
not
shirts
nice.
like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
But we can.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Right here in my brain.
I think so.
The burnt remnants of a button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to. How it was disposed of? I think so.
I got it!
Yeah.
If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Hella Makoto.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say.
Sus that you think you'd already
You can't
know.
reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front
Toolbox,
of the
yeah.
trash room, right?
Toolbox! Okay, all we had to do to figure out who the killer was, check under the fingernails, check in everyone's room, see who had a note, see who had an open toolbox. If we could just do room searches, it'd be so much easier. I'm just saying, this would literally, we'd not have to even come here and be like, okay, it's you. We wouldn't even have to have a trial.
And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
But
you need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty.
You really think that Hifumi would do that?
So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
No, you idiot! Why would...
Interesting.
Why am I yawning? No, that's wrong. No, get dunked on. There was another way that we could use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty, and that's exactly what proves Leon is the real killer. Yeah. Oh, I know what the thing is. You don't even need to tell me. You don't even need to tell me. Okay. I really do need to set the difficulty to different. Okay.
Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
No, that's not it.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
What if I do that? Ah, damn it. Shh. Okay. Yeah. I messed up.
The key to the trash room.
Let's just wait. Okay, right.
Whoever was on cleaning duty
9
must
minutes.
have
You
had
know what it
right?
is. Okay.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
That's it. If I just waited a little bit longer. Okay.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator,
Oh,
could you?
just wait.
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball?
Yeah.
It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but...
Poor guy.
But how would you use it?
He spent like $1 million on that thing because every like it was supposed to be like every world leaders use this. No, it was a fake. The killer would throw it. Divine with it? Nah.
I got it!
Would throw it at the
The
incinerator.
killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life. Someone threw that through a
Yeah, they did.
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator off? Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Let me put his baseball skills to work with that bitch. Exactly.
So
Exactly.
the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate.
Tell him!
Once they got in the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room.
Thank you.
With shards of broken glass, the incinerator
If
left
they had
running,
gone in, they'd
the
be
piece
able
of
to
shirt
throw
was
that
used
piece
for
of
fire.
shirt back in.
If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance
Bruh,
from the
you're
gate
guilty.
to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
Yes, here we go.
The
This is
pinpoint accuracy is
Bring it
needed
home.
to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
Yes, and here's why.
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Bitch, you remember who you are?
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think
Oh my
so.
gosh! Sai, thank you
Because
so
the
much for the
killer is-
follow. We really appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. I hope that you enjoy your time here. We stream almost every day. It's me. The ultimate baseball star is the killer. Yeah, thank you so much for the
Because
follow. I
killer
really
is the
appreciate
ultimate
it.
Baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Yeah, get dunked on, nerd!
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
But I don't.
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
Tell him, Celeste!
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer.
Prove it.
These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong. I'm telling you.
Then I'm gonna need evidence. Stop screaming and give me
You
evidence.
still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more
Oh, are we
time
about to-
make his crime
Is this the
perfectly
thing?
clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me. What the hell do you mean end this?
Then give me evidence! Don't just scream and give me
Say
evidence.
what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Okay. Yeah, it might help to refresh the page. My Wi-Fi might be a little off. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I want to review the closing argument thing. Okay, every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is a closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case to form a comic book. I love this part so much! However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. I was gonna say pieces missing. What the heck, Riley? Back. Yay, welcome back! It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Awesome. Also, if you want to take aim at missing section, press the left mouse button. Holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, here we go. Okay, so, we have 20 minutes to do this. Oh, good. Okay, we have more than enough time. No, yeah, we do have 20 minutes. Okay, so, what happened first was, okay, killer was waiting. Oh, wait. Okay, so the killer went to Sayaka's room. My room was the scene of the crime. The incident began with the... Okay. Oh, I have to drag it. Okay. Good. Okay, so then she was waiting. She went to stab and then missed. Can I? Okay. They met. That goes here, right? Okay. And then they had to use the thing for self-defense. So where's the self-defense of this one? They grabbed the sword and used it for self-defense. So then they attacked her with the sword, which made her wrist all messed up. I think that have to be this one. Oh wait, she drops the knife. That's what happens. I hate that noise when you scroll. Okay. So then her wrist was broken by that. So then she runs into the bathroom and tries to lock it, but she can't. So he uses this in order... Okay. So then he has the knife. He gets in and he sees Sayaka. Honestly, he did not have to kill her though. They could have compromised. They could have compromised. I know he was, like, he did not have to kill her. Oh my gosh! Hello! Cone, thank you so much for the follow! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Is it Kaiwan? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm so sorry. But yes, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Everyone give a warm welcome to the new followers. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. We stream almost every day. Stream games like this. I'm playing through all the Danganronpas this summer. And then we're also going to be playing through Omori. Very excited about that. So yeah. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. I think the only one that makes sense... Oh, wait. Oh, kills and then writes name. Oh gosh, that's brutal. Okay, so then he takes the lint roller. He doesn't want his any lint rolls. Look at what is he? He's like, you're so. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm just really happy to like be able to do this, and I'm so appreciative of you guys for like wanting to follow and wanting to come back. It makes me very happy. So yeah, I'm really glad. Okay, let's see. So he threw. Yeah, he has it in his palm, right? He has to have it in his palm in order to throw it. So then he throws the shirt into the incinerator. And then there is a little piece missing. Ha ha ha! Here we go, folks. Oh, thank you. Okay. Let's see. We got it all. We're just... Let's get them ready. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Here's exactly
I need to have it dry. Thank you.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Okay. Is he gonna explain it? Oops, she said get it first.
I did. Sayaka was in other words, my room.
I love this music.
From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Oh. Crud. Is it... I thought it was she dropped the knife. It's the only other one. Duh, right. Okay. Are all of these right then? But she dropped the knife. That has to go somewhere, but there isn't... Oh, that's that one.
The killer is
duh,
you.
Right. There you
During the
go.
struggle,
Okay.
a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
There we go.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka
nervous that I got
panicked
wrong.
and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
Thinking.
So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone.
Bro. He's lucky he has a short name.
Dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood.
I got it right.
Then they took a leaf roller in my room.
That position. He's like.
They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there.
Here we go, come on. It's right.
Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator bin. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star.
Exactly! How do you think he got into this school, bro? He gotta use his talent somehow.
The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly
I love this music so much. It gives me hype, man. Wow.
Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed.
Uh-oh!
Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire
should have tied it
burnt
more
away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Oh, that's sick looking. That looks
Isn't
so
that
cool.
right, Leon?
Yeah, Leon!
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
That's a good point.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Yeah, you better not,
Do
honestly.
I object? Hell yes, I object. Of course I do.
Then where's your evidence?
I object.
Where's your evidence?
I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence.
He didn't even have
Where's
to kill
the
her.
Evidence?
He literally did not have to kill her. That's the thing. We have evidence. You don't.
Evidence. It's all bullshit. It's bullshit, and I refuse to acknowledge it.
He's so desperate.
Well then, I guess
Boy, you did
this
not
is
have
as
to
good
kill
a
her.
time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Me? I have the evidence? Yeah. Bullet time battle. Oh no, is this the sword slashy? Yeah, tell me how to do it, please. Oh no, this is. Oh no. Is this like the Dead by Daylight? I have to hit the thing? I suck at that. My friends know that too well because I always blow up the little things. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent will simply want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. Why does he have so much health and so much more health? Why does he have so much more health? We'd like to refer to this as the bullet time battle. BTB, by the way. They do that to me. I was so confused. During the bullet time battle, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Do I have to like hit it? Match your button presses with the tempo marker as they move across. Okay, this is just Osu, right? What? Is that okay? The right mouse button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Oh no. This is gonna be hard. Destroy the statement once you've locked onto it with the left mouse button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Oh, I'm gonna be so bad at this. I'm so sorry. Use the method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Oh, crap. Do this consecutively and you'll start up a combo. Keep going to initiate the tempo up. Once on the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll do a tempo down situation. Oh no. When you reach the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. If it was like hit the button D and then aim with the mouse button, that'd be so much easier for me, but this is gonna be awful. I'm so sorry. So watch out for that. Okay. Deal enough damage. Oh, the toolkit is the... Hi! Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for the follow! Is it... Ein? I'm so sorry. I cannot pronounce gamer tags and like usernames and stuff, but thank you so much for the follow. We really appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. We stream almost every day. Say we. I always say we. I consider you guys like a part of the we. So we stream almost every day, and we're playing games like Danganronpa. We also play Omori, a little bit of Minecraft in there too, and I'm hoping to get some Dead by Daylight into the mix. So yeah, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your time here. Okay. So, deal enough damage and their weak point will appear. At that point, you can press the left mouse button to shoot down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Refute their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. I sure hope so. But, just like before, your influence gauge reaches 0. You'll run out of time and you fail. Oh no! Well then, good luck and have fun. Ha! Okay, so I have to hit it on...
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
Yeah. They used it to remove the screws. Yeah, it could have been the toolkit.
Acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
What's the best insult you got, buddy? Oh my gosh! Hello, Diana. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Oh boy, I'm about to fail at this thing, but hi. I hope you're doing well. Oh gosh. I'm gonna be so bad at this. Okay, it's okay. I'm gonna do a good job.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance.
Ah!
You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lied! Shut up! Shut up! Stupid!
Oh no! No!
You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me!
This is so bad.
Where's your proof?
Did I do it? That was so bad. Trying to figure out Twitch. I have never been on here, so I'm trying to figure this out. How do you like the video?
On the bathroom doorknob were removed.
Hope you're doing good too. Thank you so much. I'm glad this is yeah. That was not easy. To anyone who's just tuning in, I'm sorry. I'm not good at that thing. I have to like really focus. But yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah, Twitch is a little confusing at first. It takes a bit to get used to, but yeah. Oh boy.
I wonder what kind of tool
Screws on the bathroom
used to remove them.
Like I've been saying this whole time, if we had just searched people's rooms, if everyone had just brought their toolkit forward, all the guys, bring your toolkit forward, we'll see who had it open, you would not even have to be doing this.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Bro, that's all you can say.
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid!
Okay.
Leon,
He
would
is
you mind
so.
showing us your
Yeah.
toolkit?
Show us your toolkit.
I'm right about this.
I love the dogs.
The screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid!
He's like,
If you say you
came
used
back
it
down
for
to earth.
something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where,
Thank
and
you,
why.
Byakuya.
And let me say this right now. I lost it
Oh, oops.
isn't an excuse at this point.
Yeah. That's all he can say, bro. I honestly do feel a little bit bad for him, bro.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
I feel a little bad for him because he didn't want to kill. He didn't have to. He did, but he didn't intend to. Like that. Like going there wasn't his intent to. Yeah, he didn't have to kill her. Yeah, they really caught him in 4K. Yup. They did catch him in 4K, man. I feel so bad for him. Okay, I don't, but I do. If that makes any sense. Did I get an A? A B? Oh, yeah. A! We got coins! That's so many coins! Oh my gosh! Byakuya, we're about to be besties.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes?
Yeah.
You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay,
She's
then
like-
let's get excited! Who
Woo!
will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Voting time. I kind of want to press the button though. Let me press the button. We did it! It wasn't as bad as I thought it was, honestly. They're kind of fun. Uh-oh! Looks like you got it right on the money. The blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata!
Huh?
You telling me you don't know?
Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second! Leon. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But
I don't believe it!
You son of a bitch!
What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
Oh, he already said it. It was kill or be killed.
So
You didn't have to kill her!
why-
She was in a vulnerable enough position. You could have stopped and reasoned with her. But you didn't.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here! It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just unlucky. That's all.
Yeah, but you still have, like, there's nothing else that we can do. Aw. Bugle Boy kinda sad.
Come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? You have to. Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we were wrong. What? No, you wouldn't. You'd be dead. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. Oh yeah, good point. That's so sad, man. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. What do you mean? You are such a sim for her. I'm sorry, but you really are, sir. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here, with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here! The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. I I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. Honey. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. It does make sense, but like, still, you're such a simp. So, when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my
manipulative, bro. Manipulative. Are you saying that you were willing to die for her, dude? She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Thank you. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I bet. I guess I'll never know. Well, I know! I've been spotting her manipulation from the beginning. Go back and watch my videos, sir. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy! The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, I really do. Yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Yeah, I didn't trust her from the beginning. Also, her "because I'm psychic" thing was, yeah, it was weird. It was very weird. Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Not me switching voices right there. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. No. But
that's enough.
Thank you, Kyoko. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Good. Her grip was like iron, strong enough to... I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Did I read that right? Damn it. That was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment!
Punishment?
Yes. That's what has to happen. That's why you didn't have to kill.
You mean execution? Wait a second!
You didn't have to kill. I didn't have a choice! I had to kill her! No, you did not.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing. Oh, he did go all the way back to his room. You really didn't have to do it, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So...
No, that's not it! Stop it! Wait, what? I've heard enough of this!
Oh.
Celestial Coach, honestly. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, are you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you not understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. No, it's not. Swa! If it weren't for you, this would have never happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other because we should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh, did you awaken your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetrate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that awakened within Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment!
I'm begging you, please, don't do this!
You didn't have to do it either, sir.
Hey, come on now.
more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Bro, I need to be going. I'm sorry, but you gotta go.
A very special punishment.
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star!
No, 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 no!
Yeah,
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
Bro, I low-key do feel, like, I feel bad for him, but I don't, you know? He didn't, oh. See, imagine the pain. Bro. All that blood. Not Nagito. Bro, it's so brutal. Again, I feel bad for him just a little bit. Rest in peace, Leon. What we saw. That was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control! I need a better mic because this always peaks whenever I do Monokuma's voice. What's going on?
I can't take it.
Sorry. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well,
hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you gets on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, screw you! Why the hell are you doing this, all this stuff to us? I'm trying like to somewhat sensitive.
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy.
say what?
Or, in this case, a dark, awful, secret society type of bear.
Well...
So, why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a great, crueling ordeal?
I can't read.
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't even make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think that's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying... Wait, what am I reading? Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
You piece of trash. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you want to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of the regrets from the outside world. You're to blame.
Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place.
You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure.
I know too much about this. That's the way he's right.
You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we get to live here forever?
I mean, that part, no, he's not right. Well, what are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's something deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get back to the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Sorry, said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later.
Okay, bye, Monokuma. And just like that, he was gone. My eye! Why is it so itchy? Please stop. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned into reality. Kind of facts, though. Can I save yet? Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. Bro. This is sad. I thought you called Monokuma Billy. No! Oh boy, I probably just said something incorrectly or mispronounced something. Everyone's like, ah. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? Yeah. She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. What's that? It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You have to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka had betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even until the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can even know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure. That's why we can't ask her now.
However...
And we can't ask her now. I can read. Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you by writing the name, right?
So...
What? The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave a dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me this, Yapfax? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. She goes quiet. No, I'm gonna carry them with me for the rest of my life. Well, I gotta go soon for house stuff, but I'm gonna try and watch my phone. Okie dokie, do whatever you can. If you can't, it's totally okay. Definitely understand. I'm about to end soon anyways, because I have to go to work in like an hour-ish. So yeah. How could I possibly move past something like that? And I hope the house stuff goes well. Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest amount. She's smiling.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic. I love this guy.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I have pretty good intuition. That's kind of sad. Yo, to survive. Oh, the end of that chapter. Dang, man. Dang, we are down to 12. Or are we? To be continued is right. Okie dokie. I got an item, the Despair Bat, but that only would have worked for what's his name. I have to go now. Have a nice evening. Oh my gosh. Yes, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a great evening as well. Oh boy. Yes, we're gonna save the data. Okay. Yes. Okie dokie. I'm not gonna read any more dialogue. Okay, Makoto, do your thing. Okay, I'm gonna end the recording real quick and then we'll end the stream after a little bit. But yeah, everyone on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hopefully, we can do the next part of this game really soon. Absolutely loving it. Let me know what you think down in the comment below. Don't forget to leave a like, and if you're new, definitely subscribe. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you all next time. Goodbye!